Hello, everyone. My name is Hayley, and I'm with the Oklahoma Counseling Institute, and this is the Monday Lunchtime Digest. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and let's go over what's going on in the world of mental health and the world around us. And so let's start off with some news and some research. And so, according to USA Today, last week, the Trump administration had removed the designation of professional licensure or professional degree from a few different professions, one of those being social work. And so, why this is important is that the term professional degree is actually a legal term in the United States. And according to USA Today, a professional degree is one that signifies both completion of the academic requirements for beginning practice in a given profession and a level of professional skill beyond that normally required for a bachelor's degree. And so, with that additional skill, also often comes additional funding. In fact, graduate students who are pursuing professional degrees often or can receive up to $50,000 per year in student loans or $200,000 total, whereas those students in graduate school who are pursuing non-professional degrees can only receive up to $20,500 annually or $100,000 total. And so why this is problematic is, as we know, there's already a shortage of mental health professionals in our country, specifically in the state of Oklahoma. And so limiting the amount of funding that social work professionals or pre-professionals in graduate school can get, this may hinder the ability for some graduate students to finish their degree. And so this change in the language, this change in funding is supposed to go into effect in July of 2026. And so as of right now, it doesn't look like that current graduate students receiving funding for this upcoming semester should be affected. But, as we all know, things can change. And so follow OCI. We'll try to keep you updated as much as we can, but you can learn more about this on USA Today. And I'll be posting that link later today so that way you all can go read the article for yourself. And so that's what's going on in the world of mental health. Let's talk about what's going on in the Oklahoma Counseling Institute. And so, as you all know, we always have a lot of events going on. And next week is probably one of our busiest, most exciting weeks of the year. I mean, second to the Summer Super Summit, of course. So next week, we have two great events. On Wednesday, we have our Whimsical Wednesdays. That is next Wednesday, December 3rd from 5:30 to 7 p.m. We'll have our monthly Whimsical Wednesdays. And so Whimsical Wednesdays is a chance for mental health professionals to meet up, have fun, enjoy each other's company, and also possibly win a free CEU prize. And so next week, we're going to be meeting at Soundbar OKC at 712B North Broadway Avenue in OKC. And so if you have any trouble finding us or if you'd like more information, shoot me a text at 405-440-3034. There's no need to RSVP, but if you'd like to let us know you're coming, we'll make sure to keep an eye out for you. And so also going on next week is our annual winter webinar weekend. So Wednesday, we'll have our Whimsical Wednesdays, and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we'll have our winter webinar weekend. The winter webinar weekend is 3 days of continuing education and fun. We'll be offering 18 hours of live CEUs with the option to earn 3 hours of ethics, 3 hours of supervision, 3 hours of addiction counseling specific, 3 hours of based, and much more. And so if you are finishing up your live webinar requirement or your CEUs for the year, this is the perfect place to come. If you are getting a head start, you LPCs and LADCs will welcome you as well. Please come join us. That is next Thursday, Friday, Saturday for our winter webinar weekend. Now, you do not have to purchase all of the courses at once. If you only need your 3 hours of ethics, or if you're just interested in one course or the other, you can just go to counselinginstitute.org and register for individual courses. Or if you would like to get all 18 hours of CEUs, you can also register for our winter webinar weekend package. That is a members only special that will save you over $150 on registration. And so go to counselinginstitute.org today to register for all 18 or just 3, whatever works for you. We're happy to have you. And so also going on at Edmond Counseling Professional Development, as you all know, every Wednesday we offer our Smart Friends and Family. And so this is a peer support group for folks who have loved ones who are experiencing addiction. It is run by Sarah Mears Ivy, LPC. She comes with a wealth of knowledge and experience in addictions counseling and counseling in general. And she does facilitate our Smart Friends and Family. That is free to join. You can go to smartedmond.com to learn more about Smart Friends and Family. Also on smartedmond.com, you'll find information for Oklahoma's longest running Smart Recovery Group. That happens on Thursdays with Micah. So Micah has been running that for well over a decade at this point, and so that is also free for the community. We are also offering a chronic pain support group on Tuesdays with Amanda Beck. So Amanda is an LPC here with us at Edmond Counseling Professional Development, and her Tuesday night group is free for the community. It's a chronic pain support group where they run through, what are some coping strategies or what are some things we can do to cope with chronic pain. And you can find all of that information and more at edmondcounseling.com. There you'll also find information on our wellness groups, on our career assessments, and much more. And so if you have any questions, as always, send me an email, hello@edmondcounseling.com, or shoot me a text, 405-440-3034. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. And so, without further ado, our winner for this week is, drumroll please, the Oklahoma Mental Health Counseling Association. And so the Oklahoma Mental Health Counseling Association had liked last week's post. They were entered into the drawing, and so they won this week's prize of a free on-demand course from OCI. And so, folks, make sure you send me an email, Oklahoma Mental Health Counseling Association. Send me an email, shoot me a text, let me know which free course you'd like from our catalog. And if you'd like to be like them and you'd like to be entered into the drawing for next week's prize, you can do one or all three of these things. You can like this post, you can share this post, or you can comment your answer to today's question. Every time you do those three things, not only do you help us grow, help us be seen by others, but you also get entered into the drawing for next week's prize. And so that being said, our question for this week is, what are you thankful for? This is Thanksgiving week. I know that I'm very grateful to have a lot to be thankful for. So tell me in the comments, what are you most thankful for this week? I'm most thankful for my spouse. He's in there making me some food right now. So I think I have lots to be thankful for with him. But folks, let me know. And again, every time you do those three things, you help us grow, help us be seen by others, and you also get entered into the drawing for next week's prize. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you all have a safe and fun holiday